Hey, this is Timo Rotten from Rotten Audio, and today I'm gonna show you my workflow with Studio Cockpit. Running a mix and mastering studio remotely with bands that mostly record themselves, which is what I do most of the time, it can be a challenge sometimes, especially with coordinating the projects. You have many projects, many bands, you need to do file exchanges with them. Everybody needs to be on track. Like, what's the process? How does it work? At which step of the process are we right now? And honestly, Studio Cockpit checks a lot of the boxes for me and helps me to organize my projects and my client communication in a very structured and professional way. Let me show you my workflow. All right, we're logged into Studio Cockpit now. As you can see on the left, you have three areas: project, setup steps, and my account. Let's start at the bottom at my account. It's pretty straightforward. You can upload your logo, you can give your studio, your service a name, and that's it. And then there's basic stuff like your email, passwords, subscriptions, and the visual theme, dark and light. Too bright for me. I will go with the dark one. Yep. Then let's look into setup steps, because this is the thing that makes it very powerful for me. So what does that mean? There are standard steps for audio projects. As you can see here, there's start, writing, recording, get files, mixing, mixing review, mastering, mastering review, send files, and finished. Yeah, pretty standard steps. The cool thing is that you can, for each step, attach several things to that step. You can always attach a YouTube URL in case you have some explanation videos of yourself recorded that you want to show your clients. I do not. I plan to do maybe in the future, but what I do have is some written guidelines, which you can always attach here right to the step. So I have file delivery specifications for mixing. I have it written down for my clients, clear and simple, and it's in here. And when they, in their view, take a look at their project and see the step, they can see those. I also put this in a PDF, which I additionally have attached to this step. There is also the possibility to add custom steps. So I've added a couple. You can add more. You can give it a name, something, I don't know, and give it an icon and just save it. And yeah, like I said, my services, they extend a little bit beyond just mixing, mastering, and recording. I also do other things like release strategy calls with my clients, brand development calls. So those are like small coaching sessions that also have several materials attached. And again, here, for example, for this release strategy call, in the text box, I have laid out, it's a 60-minute call that I do with all the clients that work with me. I tell them, hey, what's to expect here? So we're going to cover release strategy, positioning, brand clarity, and all that stuff that we're going to do in here. Super cool. And then I have a PDF attached, which is this like 60 pages guide on artist development that I created, which they have there, and they can download it right from Studio Cockpit, which is pretty cool. I do not have to send around like emails and think about, okay, who did I give it to already? It's just all in one place and organized. Super cool. And yeah, like I said, for the future, I also plan to record some like pre-recorded coaching or strategy sessions. And then I easily can just attach the YouTube URL here for my clients to just have it all in one place. Now let's take a look at the heart of the whole thing, the projects. So you can edit and of course create new projects. Let's just show you how easy it is. Test project, you give it a name, you select the delivery date for the whole thing. You say how many songs are in the project. Then you can give them names. And you can add all the steps you want. So let's say we're not writing, we're not recording, we're just getting files, we're just mixing, doing a mix review, we're not doing any mastering, we have to send files at some point, and we're doing a release strategy call. So I add all that in. I can enable project sharing. I can protect it with a password. I can add one or several of the client's email addresses, and whenever I update something in the project, they will automatically be notified via email, and I get this project URL that I can send out to the client. So I've already created a sample project that we can take a look at. So here you can go to your several projects, you click on one, and then here you see the songs in the project. You can decide if you want make the songs you uploaded, the versions, if the client can download them or not. Super feature, in my opinion, very helpful. And then for each song, you have the progress with the defined steps from when you created the project. So I just put in everything here for the sake of this video. I can see which files from the client I have already received. So here are zip files with the raw tracks for mixing, and I can also upload files. PDFs like this one for file delivery, I've uploaded it here. And of course I can also add other files, the final masters or whatever, maybe also an invoice. You can all do it in here perfectly. So let's take a look at this first song. Let's say we've already started it. Let's check it. Let's say writing, recording, and get files is already done. And now we are hitting the mixing stage. Pretty cool. I've made my first mix. I've uploaded FV1 here. I can listen to it, etc. I can download it. The client will not be able to download it since I have not switched it on. Pretty cool. Let's take a look at the second song, which is at a different state at the moment. So you can see we finished mixing. I've uploaded 2 versions that you can see up here. And nice thing, now I can A/B compare. So I say I want to compare version 2 with version 1. It's automatically here. And when I press play, I can seamlessly switch between 1 and 2. Super cool feature for myself to compare mixes or masters, but also for the client, of course. Super cool feature. And then down here, you can see there is also space for conversation. So here's a client comment. I like version 2 much better than version 1. Finally, the guitars are louder than everything else. The only way it has to be. So I said, okay, cool, makes sense. You're welcome. Can we finish the song now? So is it done? Then I will export the final mix and upload it here. Let me know. And there, yes, we're super happy. Let's finish it. Cool. So what I could do now, the file is already, you can only upload WAV files. So it's basically the final file. I could just switch it to make it downloadable, or however I prefer to do it. I could also add the final file here to my files. Let's take a look at this third song, because here I want to show you another feature, timestamps. So the client has the possibility down here in the field with add time to add timestamps. So here they wrote, I think our drummer sharded in the breakdown. Can you edit that out? You all probably know the problem, like talking about songs, the bands, they have their own language for their parts. And sometimes it's hard to know, like, what are they talking about? They say, oh yeah, can you make the guitar louder in part XYZ? And you have no clue what they're talking about. So yeah, timestamps, huge time saver here, no back and forth. And can you please explain where exactly do you mean? So yeah, pretty clear. I can click on it. It automatically starts at this timestamp and I know what they are talking about. And that's pretty much it from my perspective. So I would say let's take a look at the client perspective. So we're the client now. We're looking at this project, the showcase project. We can see there are 6 songs. Due date is in 1 week. We can see progress is at 24%. And we can see all the different songs. So again, here, a client can listen to the song. They can do the A/B, like we said before. They can write the comments with the timestamps. They see for each song what's the current status. Obviously, they cannot check any of the boxes, but what they can do is they can look at the information. So like I said before, for the sent files, they can click on the information and they see the delivery specifications. They can also open the PDF with the specifications that I've attached. They can download it, send it to the recording engineer they worked with or to their bandmates. And same thing for the release strategy call that I've set up. They can click on info and they see, what is this release strategy call? I don't even know. And then they can see, oh, it's a focused 60-minute call and we cover this. Perfect. And they can click on the PDF and they can download the guide that I prepared for them. Pretty cool. And then for file exchange, also everything is covered. They can add files. Here, down here, they see now client perspective. So my files from this perspective means client files. So they already uploaded the mix, the raw tracks for 2 songs. They can add more, of course. And they also see which files they have received from me, which in this case is only the delivering, like the mix delivery specifications sheet. There could be more here and they can download it. And as you can see, since I haven't flipped the download button on any of the songs, they are not able to download any of the songs except this one, where I just flipped it on before. Yep, that's pretty much it. So I really got to say, Studio Cockpit helped me a lot to not organize my process, because I had a really organized and structured process already, but it helped me a lot in exchanging and making it clear to my clients, having a workflow together with them, integrate them in my workflow in the steps where we're at, exchange of files, not just audio files for the projects, but all the stuff that I provide within my workflow and my services. So I'd say go check it out. I use it for my projects now. It's a pretty cool tool.